I am the Joey Tribbiani of the book world. I don't share them. This isn't something that has been the case my entire life, but as I've gotten older, the ability to lend people my books is just not a thing that I can do anymore. Lots of people come to me for bookish advice. They will say, what books have you read recently? What books are coming out soon? What books do you think I will like? I really want to start reading again. What books shall I read? And as someone who reads an awful lot, I'm all for sharing good books and talking about good books and telling people to read these cool books. But when they ask me, oh, do you have it? Can I borrow it? No. There's a library and a bookshop. Go. This comes from a long line of lending books out, not getting them back damaged, and just not receiving back what I gave out. And that's not cool. No, don't do that. Whenever I lend anybody any kind of book and I hand it over to them, it's like I've given them my firstborn child and just said, yeah, keep the child for just for as long as you want. For as long as you want. Take it to summer camp, keep it for as long as you want, and then return it to me with a couple of broken bones in 4 years' time. You do that. Cool. And you know, that's just not something that I want to be doing. It invokes a fear in my heart that I would just rather live without having. In the past, I've lent people out books that have come back with the spines completely falling apart. I lent someone Goblet of Fire and the cover is like, I had to tape the cover back onto the book and it's I let out a special copy of a book that I loved dearly and I didn't get it back for 5 years. And when it was returned to me, the person said, yeah, I imagine it would have been good. I didn't read it, but I lent it to my friend while I had it. You lent my book to someone that I didn't even know. And of course, let's not even talk about that time when I lent one out and I don't have it back. It is not in my possession. I do not talk to the person anymore. I do not have them on any kind of social media anymore, and they've got one of my possessions. Whenever I borrow anything from someone, this is how it is treated. You have been given to me by someone lovely enough to share you. You get to go on this special place on this shelf, and I will read you immediately and look after you. Don't worry. You'll be safe with me. But it seems to be that when I lend someone something, this is what happens. Oh, yeah, I got this new book. I'll read it in a couple of weeks. Now I have a wide range of excuses. So whenever somebody asks me, I'm equipped with a reason why they absolutely cannot. For example, my cat ate it. I don't have a cat. Yeah, sure, I'll give it to you once I've finished it. Even though I've already read it 3 times, but I plan on pretending that it takes me about 7 years to finish one book. Yeah, I'll bring it next time I see you. Did you bring that book that you said that I could borrow? Oh no, I'm so sorry, I totally forgot to bring it. I'll bring it next time. That book I actually borrowed from the library, so I have to take it back there first. But obviously you could go and check it out of the library once I've given it back, and then we could, yeah, why don't we do that instead? That sounds good. Obviously, there are some people who I would lend anything to. There are some people that I wouldn't even fret over, I wouldn't lose sleep over. I have friends that can come into my room, look at my bookshelf, and I would let them take 5 books home because I know that they're gonna read them and give them back to me in exactly the same condition, and if they think they're not gonna read them in any time soon or they can't get into it, they will give it me back straight away. And those are good people. We like those people. Everyone should be those people. Why don't people give things back? That cost me actual money. Just because I've lent you something and you didn't pay for it doesn't mean I didn't. And you're just gonna keep it. I didn't buy it for you. If I lend a book to someone and it comes back and it's ruined, you're buying me a new one. Buying me a new one. I once sent my dad a book to read while we were on holiday, and he really enjoyed the book and he really liked it, but it came back with the pages falling out. And I was like, Dad, this is not the way you're supposed to look after books. This is not how you're supposed to read books. You do not hand me back a book with the pages falling out. No, Dad, no. So yeah, that's a topic that I feel strongly about, lending people books. not something I can do very easily. Let me know your thoughts on this. Do you guys, like, do you not mind? Will you just lend books out to anybody and you're not really bothered about like, the conditions and stuff? Because I know there are some people like that, and that's really cool, and that's, you know, it's good because books are meant to be read and shared. I would just rather that I told someone about something and then they went and found it themselves. But, you know, we all have different preferences and I'd love to hear yours. Or are you like me? Please tell me there are some people that are like me and, you know, just sort of quite strict on the whole you don't get near my books situation. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're all doing good and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!